Welcome back to Artist Interviews. I'm your host, Roche Roach. Here I am with longtime artist and friend, Roger Reyes. Roger, for all the people that don't know you, can you please share a little bit about your life in less than a minute?
I'll try. An artist from here, Santa Ana. Do a lot of work with the community. I think it's important work because if not us, then who, right? We talk about culture, talking about beautifying places, and also sharing art. In our culture, there's a lot of times where art kind of takes a backseat, and we don't always have examples such as local artists. And I put myself out there. I've been an art teacher as well to teach the craft to the young people as well. Really just share art. I grew up just 2 blocks from here, little kid, coming out here, and this project came about through a collaboration. Little Mobile, Jose, Lozano, and myself. When I first heard that Little Mobile was moving here, I really couldn't think of a better place for them to be. Like I said, we're in the middle of Santa Ana, and there isn't a library around here. There aren't these type of resources, and it's something that we really needed. So I was very happy to see Sarah move in, and like she always does, there's some projects her and I were collaborating, and with her studio as well. And she approached me because she was working with Jose Lozano, and if you don't know who he is, he's a well-known Chicano artist. He's known for his illustrations. I'm a huge fan, but it was interesting to be asked to recreate his work. And he kind of took it over, started looking at his art, and I'm like, for sure it can be done, but it's a big ask and also not something that you commonly do. I was excited to be able to work with Little Mobile and Jose, so I'm like, give me some time to study your work. I need to kind of basically see a lot of it, do a lot of it, and once I'm ready, I'll let you know. This one happened first. This happened about a couple years back. Yeah, 2022. It was really interesting to work with the proportions of the building and the cardstock drawing because I had to make it look just like his work. And the reason I was doing it is because he's an older artist now, and he's not doing murals like that anymore. So he's like, hey, would you be able to help me out? And so I'm like, let's do it, man. So with his help too, came out, and basically we just made it happen. It was about a few months of work, but the second one didn't happen until the following year. There's also a third element that came, and it's the floors. I'm not sure if you guys can see them, but that just happened at the end of last year. It's a project that has had different phases, so I'm just glad to be able to play a role in changing this little spot. People who live here really know this spot for the food court, for the swap meet, and if you don't know Bristol Swapmeet, you don't know Santa Ana. Just like you don't know Intvw. So again, it was just really, really special for me to come back and do something like this. One of the reasons that I do murals in my hometown, and so many of them, is because, again, sharing the artwork, but the experience, really being out there and being an example of what can be done, because you don't know who you're going to be inspiring. That's really why I do it. And every time you're out there, you're going to have someone talk to you, at least the way I do. Because when I'm not painting murals, I paint. I do events where I paint live. That's what I like to do. I paint for people, engage them in conversation, and share my art with them. This is just an extension of that. People are coming out here asking me questions about it. What's going on? What are you doing here? In the beginning, they're, do you have permission? I'm like, of course. But once you get past that, then you're here for a while. I like to connect with the communities that I work with. I work directly with communities here in Santa Ana and outside of Santa Ana, but I really do concentrate here in my hometown because these are neighborhoods that really need uplifting. And the coalition that I'm in has helped me do those projects. And being out here, it's a different project, still a community project. There's so many people that come and go. everything's always well received. There's always someone that's like, well, I don't know about this or that, but you get those all the time. I had to explain that the work isn't necessarily mine. It was my interpretation of another artist's work, so there's something to get through on that. But I don't know, I kind of am proud of the work. I mean, of course I'm proud of the work, but I'm proud of my individual work because I really did do a lot of studying of his work just to be able to basically enlarge it and make it look like his, as close as I could. It's, like I said, it was a hard ask, but it was a real special project for me to do because of my collaborators and the community.
Roger, thanks for sharing this mural with us and your story behind it. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
So I'll tell you a little bit about the design again because I had to study it. So these are all images that he comes up, because he's got a series of these. This is just 2 of them. If you guys haven't heard of him, look him up. I love his style. And he showed me his process for this because we wanted to do elements from the swap meet and the food court. So the foods, the stuff that you see here is stuff that's being sold here. There wasn't any sponsorship by them or anything like that, so we weren't playing favorites. We were just trying to cover all the bases, make sure that we were fair with everybody, and then, of course, have some cultural elements or community members as well. You might see the security guard there. That's actually a security guard that is walking around right here. You'll see him. So the floors I designed, the image that I'm studying on right now, the one I'm facing is actually a blank Loteria card meant for kids to fill in and draw their own images. That's a project that Intvw would be leading in the future once they're, I think it's a specific project, so we're kind of waiting for that to happen for me to give the squares a finish where the kids can actually use chalk on. But aside from that, I believe the last Loteria event just happened, but Intvw has events here almost monthly. I know that they're having one here next week, as a matter of fact. So come on down.
Thank you.